It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Seahawks and the Bears, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we continue on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wild Card Weekend. 3 days, 6 games. Three games decided, 3 more to come this Wild Card Weekend. And off we go on this fine Sunday. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, Greg. It is the rookie from Georgia.
Going on the road in the playoffs, Mike, it's daunting for any quarterback, let alone a rookie. But if there's one thing this guy has shown all year, it's the fact that not only is he resilient, but nothing appears to ever faze him. Getting your team to the tournament in your first year, it's a massive accomplishment in its own right, but I don't think he's done yet. He expects to walk into this stadium in a hostile environment and come away with a win. And there's one thing this season has showed us is don't put anything past this guy. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On the return is Jones. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger, but to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple hours to extend their season by 1 more week. This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. They'll go play action here with Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. 31 yards.
Here we go.
And on this 1st down, it's Johnson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Moore going in motion. They'll go again with Johnson. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, it's Johnson. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down. They'll run with Johnson. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that gain to nothing.
Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run, and it's Johnson. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Roshan Johnson, touchdown Chicago. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. His kick is good. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Super Wild Card Weekend. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Charbonnet. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he gets run out of bounds. A short pickup, but it's good enough for a 1st down. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Metcalf left side, he's got him. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Third down, 3 to go. They'll look to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Jake Bobo. Touchdown, Seahawks.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Go!
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he'll manage only the 34-yard line. He's brought down after a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Go!
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bears sending out their punt team. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain. The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
That is fielded at the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to tuck it and go.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Let's go now.
To throw, it's Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Got the hook up there to Odunze. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
On the give, it's Johnson. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing is Williams. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's into the end zone. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Bears.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. He'll get this out to his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. A big play for Seattle. 35 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect.
And he's in. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Seattle. Now the point after try from Myers. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Rome Odunze, the first-round pick, along with the Bears offense getting set for their next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Here's Williams now to throw. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Williams to throw on second down. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Williams trying to get his guys set quickly.
That's good for a Chicago Bears. Go!
Now, faking the give. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So the first part of any interception, it just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he will get into the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. And now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
At the 24-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On 2nd down, it's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. Tariq Woolen that time. Good coverage, and he breaks it up.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down, sack. Second down, big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
3rd and long. Now Williams. Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the 3rd quarter of the NFC wildcard game. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Boye Mafe in on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. Over the middle, that's Komet. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver.
And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this 2nd half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
They'll go again here with Charbonnet. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Get that one to Charbonnet. Complete. 17 yards on that connection. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down. On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. He'll work forward for a couple. T.J. Edwards there on the stop. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. The tight end, Fant, in motion. They'll run it on 1st down with Charbonnet. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the 2nd half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the 2nd half and close this game out?
He'll drop to throw. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. They'll throw out of the gun. He puts it up, and it's caught. Touchdown, Seattle. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game. And this one is blocked. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Velus Jones now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really
a big hole. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 72 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears are back within 6. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense and running back Zach Charbonnet set to go again. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. On the ground, Charbonnet. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. Back to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. They'll run with Charbonnet. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. 2nd down and 8. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
The tight end Fant in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This one intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A give, and here's Johnson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So from the shotgun, it's Williams. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On third down, it's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Seahawks offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Hunter Renfrow was the intended target that time. It's second down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. That is brought in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll be third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. Got the hook up there to Odunze. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
18, back, 18.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. So throw it again. It's Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's going to keep, and he will score. Game on. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. There's DK Metcalf, and the Seahawks offense set for their next drive. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On first down, they'll start with Charbonnet. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down. Here's a run inside, and it's Charbonnet. And a short gain there, down only to the 48. Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. A give to Charbonnet. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2. Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll check this one down to Charbonnet. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a second and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
The Bears offense and Rome Odunze getting set to get back on the field. This is 1st and 10. Williams. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 30 yards. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Throwing again, Williams. Off he goes. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st down. They'll drop to throw. That's caught left side by Odunze. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a 1st down.
That's good for another Chicago Bears. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Go!
On the bootleg, it's Williams. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. To the goal line and in. Tyler Scott, touchdown Bears.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
And he is going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion works, and we've got ourselves a tie game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They run with Charbonnet. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Back to throw. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And he's out of bounds with the first down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Got it with Smith and Jigba. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Charbonnet. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here comes 2nd down. They'll run here. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to win the game. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. Pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Williams. That is incomplete with 1 second left on the clock.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Go.
Here we go. One final play. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They